if we wiped away all the technology and we were just people who had all the knowledge, how long would it take for us to be able to make a phone from no technology, no houses, literally just us in the forest? How long would it take?
Um, and we know about the technology. We just don't know how to make it.
Yeah, we know about the technology.
So I think there'd be some people who would know about certain things more than others, right? Like they'd say, "I've worked on my house before. I know how this works." Somebody, if you're lucky, maybe you get a NASA scientist in there, and he's like, "I actually have seen people working on that satellite up there. I
Mm-hmm.
have an idea of how it works, how it functions." Then maybe you'd have a rocket scientist, or maybe you wouldn't, and that would suck. But then over time, I think people would learn more. They just have a base knowledge that they take with them, and they'd have to start over with that knowledge. Guten Tag.
Noticing you.
Guten Tag. I'm kind of. I think I might be a little bit muffled. I'm having trouble. I'm having trouble hearing. Hello? Hello? Oh, that's better. That's a lot better.
Good now?
Yeah, that's good. That's good. I'm liking that.
Okay.
Sounds pretty nice. Sounds very nice. Are we we're recording?
Yeah, we're recording.
We're live. Coming back to you after the Hot Ones episode.
Well, we're not.
Well, not immediately after, but you know.
No, but we aren't. This isn't. We are like. This is happening right now.
This is happening right now. For them, I think we exist in a reality that starts and stops
Okay.
and then begins again in a new episode. So for them, if they just watch the Hot Ones episode,
Yeah.
this episode in time is happening immediately after that. So for them,
Oh.
it's like no time went by. We're still in pain right now to them
Yeah. Until right now.
until right now, yeah.
But I'm saying about being alive.
Oh, being alive.
Yeah, we're being live.
Mm.
You said, and we're live.
I guess we've always been live. We have been alive forever. Except before our birth, I guess. But
Well, it depends.
isn't it interesting that live is what they use to say, like, we're live? Or, like, even if it's like, this is live ammunition. These are live rounds. Like, does live have a connection to life? I guess is what I'm trying to ask. Is there something that they're trying to imply there? Like, this is doing something, so it is live. It is alive.
It's spelled the same way.
Exactly, except with a V, right? It's just replacing the F with a V, and you can have a live stream that is dead.
Wow. Because no one's watching it?
Yeah.
But this is what I'm thinking about. Alive and live are different. But they're spelled the same way.
That's true.
Minus an A.
Minus an A.
Live.
Alive. You can say a live stream.
Yes, you can say a live stream. Yeah, there's definitely a connection there.
You can have an alive live stream, or you can have a dead live stream.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know. I guess people are like, oh, it's a dead stream. Like it's
Like the link, it's not live right now?
I guess more so like they can be live, but the stream's dead because there's not many people around.
Oh, okay. The
So it's
stream is dead.
Yeah, stream is dead.
And streams are essential for life to exist on this planet, so. Full circle, dude. Full circle. But is it really? Is it really full circle? And what's a partial circle? It's not a circle. Why can't you just say circle?
I don't know. I guess maybe because if you say it's a circle, who knows if it's half a circle or a full circle? You don't know. I mean,
But it's like, I just said it's full circle, right?
yeah.
But what if I just said circle? It's a full circle, right? I'm telling you it's a circle.
What if somebody, though, had a different definition for what the circle was? Like, you said circle, and they said, "Let me just do that kind of shape."
Then they're an idiot.
Well, but then they'll tell you that's what a circle means to
And
me.
I won't trust anything they say after that.
What if
If they don't know what a circle is.
What if they're a little alien and they come from another planet?
Uh-huh.
And they tell you, on my planet, that's a circle.
Well, if he can speak English, he should know what a circle is.
Maybe he's learning. He just was introduced to the language, and he's like, in my homeland, a circle is called the blajaka jacques.
I'd say, dude.
And a block is just a block.
No, but the thing is, if he knows what circle is, if he doesn't know what circle is, he's not going to know what full circle is.
Maybe
No.
it's maybe for him in his language, full circle is more specific.
Yeah.
Like when it's full circle, he's like, "Oh, it's full circle. You didn't mean the circle that's the blajaka jacques circle jerker shape."
Yep, and I would stop talking to him, even if he was an alien.
Even
I'd
if
say,
he was an alien.
get the fuck out of here.
What if he had
I would actually,
some
you know
new
what I would do?
technology? What would you do?
I would hire a lioness. You know, maybe she's 2 or 3 years old.
Yeah,
He's dead.
he's dead.
Mhm.
What if though he had alien technology that he was going to share with you?
And
You just
a lean technology.
makes you
no.
lean.
Well, I don't need any lean technology.
What if it could have really helped some fat people who want to get
Oh.
lean?
And I was the only one who could take it in.
Yeah, you're the only one who can actually reproduce this technology, and he's trying to share it with you so that you can spread it to the human race.
I would hire somebody to get plastic surgery to look like me, and then they would talk, and it would work out for me. Certainly, it would work out. Because, I mean, I'm not talking to this fucking alien if he doesn't know what a circle is. How can I trust anything that he's saying? Even if he has the technology, how do I know he's going to be able to communicate to me?
I mean, what if he can kind of communicate with you? What if he's using his hands and he's trying his best? You can't just...
Yep.
You
See you
can't
later.
just say no.
See you later, dude. Bye.
What if he
Adios.
says he knows something it's gonna save the planet
Okay, can't trust him.
because he doesn't know what a circle is?
What if save the planet means something different in this language? I don't have time for that. I'm just like, sorry, here's my friend.
Your friend?
And he doesn't even know what that means.
What if he does? What if he knows what that means, but then he's like, I don't know what a circle or a square is. In my language,
How does he know how to say that sentence if he doesn't know what they are?
because maybe in his language, a square is a dog.
I know. Then he would know what a square is to him.
Yeah. But when he draws a dog and it's not a square, if you're like, square, draw a square, and he draws a dog.
Dude, I'm not talking to him at this point. You think you keep
all
telling
right,
me.
all right. If you're gonna stop talking to him, he was gonna share with you I don't know.
Yep.
Who knows?
He's gone just because you know, the market in the lion community is pretty scarce, and they get a lot of money for these hit jobs. So I'm stimulating the lion economy, and I just can't deal with this.
You can't deal with it.
Nah, he's out.
He's out, dang.
And now
What if he brings his friends and they're all mad now? They're angry. It's angry aliens.
Sorry, I didn't understand what I thought you wanted me to leave.
Oh. I guess I think they would understand and they might leave. Or they might plan a giant attack and George Bush would be angry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's this one thing. This line from Lil Wayne. I think you stand under me if you don't understand me.
Okay. Yeah.
So if you don't get what I'm doing, then you're worse than me. But the wordplay, right?
That is wordplay. I think, listen, no offense to Lil Wayne, but I'm gonna say this:
He's
think
short. He's
that
5'6".
I just think he's gonna start an alien war one day. If a little alien came to him and was like, "I don't understand what you're doing," and he just steps on him, that's it.
Yeah,
And then
it
everyone's
is
gonna have to go to
dangerous.
Lil Wayne and have to be like, "Listen, why couldn't you have just communicated with him? Why is everyone who doesn't understand what you're doing? Why are you just stomping on these people? They don't understand what you're doing." Just what?
He could do that.
He could. I don't know. At least try to use sign language if you can't understand it. That's all I'm saying, Lil Wayne.
I feel like everyone should learn sign language. I feel like I want to learn sign language with somebody, and then like be able to talk across the room, in signs or in a function event. So like an event is something that happens, right?
Yeah. I guess it's pretty open-ended.
An event is something that happens, but a function is a specific kind of event, or is a function just synonymous with event?
That's a good question, because people use both for multiple different things, right?
I think function is closer to party than event.
A function. Isn't there, though, like formal functions? Like it's like a school function, like a very formal.
Yeah, a school
thing.
function is like a party though. Like it's like a potluck or it's a dance.
I guess so.
Those are closer to parties than an event could be a networking event.
But an event could also be a party.
Yeah, sure, it can be. There's event planners that plan parties, for sure.
Maybe event is more open-ended and function is more specific to things that aren't very serious.
Yeah, so event is a circle and a function is a full circle.
I could see that.
Cuz like like a rectangle isn't a square, but a square is a rectangle.
We have a square. Oh, are you talking because a rectangle? Wait, what are you trying to say by that way?
Okay, so imagine this, a rectangle. Are you imagining a rectangle?
Yeah.
Is it a square?
No.
Okay, this is a rectangle, right?
Yeah.
But if this was a square,
Mm-hmm.
this would also be a rectangle.
If it was a square,
Yeah.
it would also be a rectangle.
Uh-huh.
It would be both.
Yes.
Okay.
So, a function is square. Okay. Rectangle is event.
I could see that. Yeah.
Right?
One's both, and the other is only one thing.
Yes. And then party and party. Hee hee. Shout out Andrew.
Andrew Yang.
What? Who's that?
What Andrew were you thinking of?
Some Andrew that I know. He's tall.
I was thinking of Yang. Andrew Yang.
Yeah. Who's that?
He,
Did he win or not?
No, he didn't.
Which one?
Um,
He didn't win New York or the president?
I don't know if he won New York. He didn't win the presidency.
I don't know
though.
anything
He
about the president.
Oh.
Or a government. Who's that?
Andrew
No,
Yang.
wait. Who is that?
Who is?
I was wait.
Who is
but
that?
Andrew. No, but this is what I was gonna say. At Andrew's house on his 18th birthday, it was catered by Qdoba. All of the parents were there at the party. So this was I'd say this is a function, but I would actually say it's a party. But it was a party, birthday party, right? It's called a party.
Yeah.
A birthday party. There's probably 15 to 20, 18 or 17-year-olds, and all of those the kids' parents. So there's probably, well, not everyone's parent came, but it's probably 30 parents.
30 parents.
Yeah.
How long ago
It was
this?
Andrew's it was Andrew's birthday.
It was Andrew's birthday. How old was he turning?
18.
18.
Yeah.
Was this a while ago then? Was this
Well,
like
Andrew's the same age as me.
okay? Oh, that's not that long ago. I
6
guess.
years ago? 7 years ago?
Wait, that would make. He was 18.
Yeah.
Wait, that would make you 25 if it was 7 years ago.
Uh,
That
24, maybe I was 17 though. I wasn't sure what
ah
I was. It was in a sunny month, so I'm not sure. But
mm,
you got to generalize when you don't remember. But anyway, at this party,
yeah.
did I already tell this story?
No, I don't think you did. I never heard of a Cadoba party with an Andrew.
Yeah, Andrew was there,
Andrew.
and what happened was we were playing street football, and there was this one character who I won't say. I'll just call him. Uh, uh, I'll just call him a T. I'll call him the letter T.
T. Okay.
Okay, and T kind of got picked on sometimes, and there was this other guy, N. Wait, no, not N. O. This guy O. He was like picking on him a lot,
Yeah.
but T wanted to be friends with O.
Mm.
So it's a dynamic that you see often. And so we're playing street football. I accidentally trip T. T gets mad. He tries to attack me on the ground,
Dang.
and he ends up scratching me in the face.
Why does he
by my
get so
eye.
mad? That's like anger management right there. That.
Dude, when
'Cause
when you're being bullied, it's a tough game.
But it was an accident though. On your part, you
I
didn't
don't
mean
know.
to trip him. Like
I
and then
mean, there was all sorts of things leading up to that of
Oh,
me being
so
an
he mighta-
instigator.
he might have thought that you meant to trip him.
Yeah, for sure. There's all
okay.
sorts of instigation and things that I am not proud of that I did. But anyway, he scratched my face. We go in, we eat the Qdoba. Some of the parents see the scratching on my face. Now O, during this whole thing, he's in T's ear. He's barking at him. He says, "Hey, you guys should fight. Let's set up a fight." He's playing loud music in his ears. He's playing loud music into T's ears, pump up music, talking about like the guy's barking in the song, bah bah bah, just shoving it in his ear.
Dang.
He's pissed. He doesn't want to deal with this. He can't stand people bullying him, and so we scheduled the fight, for after the Qdoba, and we went down to the park. Basically, we got a few punches in. The neighbors called the police.
Dang.
We ran away. I hid in a bush. The police came, never saw me. Yeah, and then
Did they get anybody?
yeah,
Or,
they
did
talked. They talked to T and to some of the parents.
Dang. Did anything come out of it, or did
Oh,
most people get away scotch free?
no legal issues. But T's parents came over to my house on the same night. They called. His mom says, "Hey, I'm coming over. We need to talk about this." Because she knows T's been being bullied and stuff, and so they come over. He's got a big dad. A big dad.
Big Dad, yeah.
And the first thing that happened was, the mom came in first. She said hello. I said hello quietly. The dad's like, "Did you respond to her?" Like
Wait,
he thought I ignored her.
Wait, what?
So
wait,
right off the
what
bat,
happened? So wait, she said something.
she said hello.
She said hello, and he thought that you didn't answer the
He
hello.
thought I ignored her.
Oh man, that's scary.
Yeah, straight off the bat.
Yeah.
But we worked it out, and his sister was there too. His sister came.
Oh, dang.
No,
Whole
her
family
sister
came over.
was with her family.
The sister was with.
Yeah, the mom and the dad and T.
Oh, and then the sister came over too.
And the sister was too. Yeah, I just didn't want to say this. The sister came. She didn't.
Oh, she
Yeah.
didn't come, but she
was
over.
She
went over to the house.
She was at, dare I say, the event.
The event.
I guess the event would have been the fighting. I think that's the main event.
That could be an event. That could be classified.
That's the main.
as an
You know,
event.
in fights they have the main event, like in UFC and boxing and stuff. So that was the main event, but she was there for that deliberation. I wouldn't say it was an event. So we worked it out, and
Wait, where's O in all this? I'm curious. What happened to O? It sounds like he was the guy who was really pumping up this fight. He wanted it to happen. What happened to him? You know, where's his responsibility in this whole thing? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, he just gets away with it.
He got away with it?
Mhm.
Wait, so no one ever talked to O?
Because T wants to be friends with O.
Oh, really? So he didn't even mention that O was involved because he
Yeah,
wanted to
and
be
O
friends
was doing
with
this
him.
to another kid too. Not as intensely, but it's the same kind of thing.
Dang.
This other guy, O number 2, he wanted to be friends with O regular O, and same thing, but there was no fights involved.
How come this O guy? It sounds like what he's able to do is he sneaks under the surface and everyone's like, he's
Yep.
like, I'm really cool. Everyone wants to be my friend.
Yep.
So when I go and I spark up drama, right, and controversy,
Yeah.
I can step out and no one's gonna drop my name because
Yep.
everyone wants to be friends with me.
Well, not everyone, but there's a lot. He carried a lot of social currency because of his ability to host parties and have a good residence for people to hang out in and a swimming pool and stuff.
I see.
So yeah, leverage.
Big pool house.
Not saying anything wrong with him, but that's what happened.
No, I doubt that. You know, people. What am I trying to say here? People sometimes spark up drama and controversy because either they're insecure about themselves, you know, or they harass other people because they're insecure about themselves, or there's a whole number of reasons, right?
Mm-hmm.
People do stuff because humans do stuff,
Well,
and sometimes they do negative stuff, right?
They can do it just
But-
because they can.
Yeah, and he probably, when people get away with things, right, a multiple number of times, usually they'll recognize that, and sometimes they'll keep doing it because, you know, there's no consequence to it, you know, just
Yeah, so this is what I say. It's possible that he just did it because he could. But there's no, even if he was at a subconscious level doing it because he felt insecure, and I'm not saying that's what happened, he didn't know that he was doing that because he was insecure.
no.
And there's also a case where he just he enjoyed doing that, and some would say there's something wrong with that, and some would say that there isn't. But like there's no way to tell. Okay, so like doing destructive things, we're talking about that. In this case, being destructive is stirring at controversy, right? But like I got all these fireworks, like mortars that are supposed to shoot up in the sky, and I would like light them off in like a residential area without them shooting up, and they would explode like in a cul-de-sac or on like a road with parked cars nearby. That's destructive, right? But I don't know what actually causes me to want to do this destructive behavior. Part of it is like, you know, technically you're not supposed to. It's like taboo. It's like fun. It's like a thrill, right? But maybe it's just a thrill to start up controversy, and maybe it's just fun to exercise
Yeah.
your power. Haha.
I know what you mean there.
It is
I
fun
used to be a
exercise.
fireworks fanatic. Well, I still enjoy fireworks, you know, but like I'm not like publicly
And like,
lighting them
hold
off.
on.
And
We all know that fire works. It's
Fire
obvious.
does work.
It's obvious.
yes,
Burning right there.
Yeah.
If you see it, it's working.
yeah, I lit my car on fire.
You did.
Well, I didn't light my car on fire, but so I inadvertently okay, so here's the situation.
The fire works.
The fire works. It does.
Yeah.
It worked on my car.
There's burns.
I let my friend inside of my car with a bunch of sparklers. You know this story, but he put them all in the cup holder. And we were driving around town, having a good time, having a few laughs. He's lighting the sparklers, sticking them out the window. As we passed by people, we were laughing, having a good time.
So it was working.
It was working
Mm-hmm.
until the fire really started to work. Because a spark flew into the cup holder.
Oh, there was other ones in the cup holder that it lit.
Yeah.
Ignited, yeah.
They were packed in there. Because do you remember how we used to in Montana, we'd wrap up the sparklers and we'd
Yeah.
make sparkler bombs?
Sparkler bombs.
Well, that was sitting there packed into the cup holder.
Yeah.
Like, I'm talking no space. these are sealed and packed into this cup holder.
Yeah.
When it flew that spark into the cup holder, all of them ignited at once, and it was like a flamethrower just sitting in between us. And we
Wow.
saw it too. The worst part is that it went thoom out the window, and we both looked, and there was a moment, and it just went shoom right up to the ceiling, and now I have a scorched
Yes, you do.
ceiling on my car.
The fire did some work on your vehicle.
Indeed.
And is that even fire? I can't even tell what's coming out of a sparkler. Is it fire?
That felt like fire.
Yeah.
Because it singed my hair.
What is
and it
fire,
actually
though?
lit my... I guess it's just heat. It's just heat produced by...
It's they say it's plasma. It's the sixth dimension of elements. It's
gas is burning.
no, but like so fire obviously starts the sparkler, right? But I don't know if just because something is letting off a lot of heat that it's considered fire. I don't actually, I'm not educated in that field because I cheated on my physics classes, and I think I got a 1 on the physics AP test. It was hard though. 40% is like a 5. How the fuck are you like? How are any of these classes testing on stuff and you get 28% and that's a B? 28%.
I don't know.
Like it's just like what is this? What are you doing?
I have no idea. I remember I used to cheat every now and then. I think a lot of people did back in high school, I do remember there was one class where it was really, like, you really couldn't cheat in that class, but there was one kid, and I thought it was so weird because I was never able to cheat 100% of the time because I didn't want to get caught, right?
Yeah.
So I balanced off when I should and when I shouldn't. I was
You got to
like,
get
this...
some wrong just to show you're not copying and like change some answers.
Yeah, and sometimes, I wouldn't have time to maybe prep a study like sheet that I could take in with me, right? So sometimes I had to take it and not cheat, and sometimes I just studied for some classes if I liked the class. It really depended on how I was feeling, right? But every now and then, if it was really going to be a challenge and I hated the subject and I just knew this was going to be so unfun, I'd want to pass. So that's what I'd do, and I'd play my cards when I'd say, I think I can get away with this one. I don't think I can. I'm just going to have to study and do the best that I can on this one, right? So it's kind of the balance. But there was one class, and it was chemistry. And I can't remember if I told this story yet before on the podcast, but this guy had an Apple Watch. So
I kind of remember this.
Yeah, it was like this thing where he could have all the answers in there somehow.
Yeah.
But the teacher loved him because he thought that he was like teacher's pet. He got all the answers right, but he was like he was a funny guy. He was pretty funny, but the teacher kind of let it slide. But he was uncomfortable with it because he was one of those teachers that was like he just likes his students to be like, just know the answers. Never say anything funny or anything that is going to disrupt the class. But this guy could manage to be a goofball, get all the answers right, make the teacher like him at the same time because of his Apple Watch. He had an Apple Watch that he could cheat on, and I remember the rest of us in the class were always like, "Oh, we know, but
yeah, it's so hard.
We can't do that. We can't cheat because we don't have the Apple Watch. We can't do the special, the look at the watch, write down the answer."
Yeah, it's so hard, dude. Like, so basically, we would have a break, a 10-minute break in the day after 1 or 2 classes, and then lunch.
Yeah.
So if you had a good schedule, you would have a math class after the break because I knew all of the math stuff. I just didn't want to do the homework because it was every day.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go home and pull out homework. That was my whole mentality. The only time, like literally, the only time I remember doing homework at home is when I had to write the paper and I did it the day before.
Yeah.
That's it. So Andrew, he was in my math class.
Yeah.
And Andrew was generous. He's like, okay, this is how it would work. We have math class in 4th period, but it's just in the morning. So there's like, you'd usually show up 10 or 15 minutes early to socialize before class.
Yeah.
Did you do that?
Yeah, we would.
You kind of just show up and like whoever's there,
Yeah, you'd sit down, you'd talk a bit, or if you weren't going into the classroom already, you'd talk outside a bit, stand around.
Yeah, so it was like
chat up.
it was
Yeah,
like that, and we'd always there was a few people, and even like some of the like people that almost were valedictorian was doing the same thing. So it was like, okay, find Andrew, and he's like, okay, you can do it at break, but you have to give it back to me before third period, because he had a different actual math period than I did. So, and sometimes it got sketchy where he almost didn't get it in time, and then he was gonna have to fail, but it never happened.
That's
Yeah.
a lot of responsibility weighing on
Yeah,
the shoulders.
the person being cheated off of.
Yeah,
That's a
yeah.
big responsibility.
Yeah, it's a big responsibility, and then even like the stress I'm imagining on the person who's copying, like thinking like,
Yeah.
they're gonna be so upset if I don't get this back to them. I have to get it back to them in time,
And
right?
we have to copy a whole sheet of graph paper copying the homework.
yeah.
And maybe sometimes it's two people copying off the same paper, and we're just in the cafeteria, and there's teachers walking around and stuff, but we're doing it really fast, just right in there every day.
Dang. That's rinse and repeat too.
Yeah.
There were times where me and my friends would do that, right? If like one of us didn't have it, it was like an assurance policy where like if you don't do the homework, we got your back. So it was kind of like somebody in the group that we knew in that class, right? Mm-hmm. And this was in a few different classes whenever we had a class together, but we would have the assurance policy of you can write in the answers. Or if you have the same teacher even, and it's so you could have the same teacher but be in different classes, and you could still get the same homework. That would still work.
Yeah.
So, and it wasn't all the time because, like, there's a lot of stress that comes with doing that,
I didn't
But-
ever think that it was stressful. I thought
You
it
didn't
was
think it
just,
was stressful?
I was getting through it. Like all these, I know didn't read any books.
I did the Spark Notes sometimes.
Yeah,
The Spark Notes
it's
was,
so
was
easy,
nice.
and
Yeah,
there's
you just
no
go
way.
and it's summarized.
There's no
Yeah.
way because a teacher's not going to like really challenge you on your reading comprehension ability. Like they're supposed to test you on it, but like they really don't want to make someone feel bad for not fully understanding a book. Like it's really hard to gauge how much of a book or a concept that somebody actually understands and conceptual like has downloaded in their brain and then they can use it. It's really hard to do that. And also there's some like pushover teachers. Like there was this one where we were doing a test on The Great Gatsby.
I actually like that book. I have to admit, I did fully read that book. I'm a fan of some literature though, so I don't know. It might be a different perspective from me, but
I
there
tried
were
to read
some
it
books.
after. Like I like books now, but I'm saying just this is the cheating era. So the answer there was like question 7, and it's late in the day. Like it after a few hours at school and closer to the end of the day, things get a little bit looser. One of the answers to one of the questions was nose, like nose.
Yeah, just knows.
Or her nose or whatever, and it was multiple choice. And so people have been chiming in throughout the test. You're supposed to be silent, but this guy Jeff, he was. People liked him, but he couldn't keep the chatter under wraps. So on number 7, someone was like, "What's the answer to number 7?" They said it out loud, and
Yeah.
I said, "Nobody knows." I was like, "Nobody knows." So that's another example of just so easy. It's like you don't really want to be trained to beat a system of basically if you do really well in school, you are it is likely that you also do well in the workforce because that's what the schools are designed for, is people to get people to be good at working, right?
Yeah, and
Education for the current market.
yeah, and I would even say sometimes markets that aren't even doing necessarily as well. Sometimes it's preparing you for something that maybe doesn't exist anymore, but it's still in the establishment of this is what we have to teach in school, or it's trying to prepare you for just college in general, or sometimes specific things that some people probably most people in that class aren't going to even need to know because it's not going to be in their career, right?
Mm-hmm.
Chances are they will not go into that field, but they have to do everything because there's this test standard that everyone needs to know everything just in case they want to do this or they want to do that.
Yeah.
And there's no way to focus in on what does this individual student want to do? What do we need to teach them? And school doesn't even teach really life lessons, you know? Like people talk about this all the time where they don't teach them even how to live on their own, you know? How to do taxes, how to manage stuff in your life even.
Yeah.
It's there's no
Yeah,
there's
no.
nothing
So
for
it's
that.
so
It's
it sucks, but basically what you're saying, you go to high school to figure out how to go to college, and then if you're going to college, it's almost, the majority of people are doing it to get a job. So if you look at it that way, all of the education is middle school will get you into high school, and high school will get you into college, college will get you into a job. You don't need to know how to do your taxes to actually function in your job. It's something that you need to figure out in life, and so that's what I'm saying. I don't remember my initial point of why I was saying that. What was I saying before?
I think you were saying that the people who succeed in high school will then go to succeed on in college, and because they go on to succeed in college, they will be successful at finding a job from the college classes that they take, which actually sometimes isn't the case either.
Yeah, for sure.
Because they all want internships now. Everyone is asking for they want experience along with college, which
Yeah.
most college students when they graduate don't have. So they end up kind of screwed.
Yeah, it's intense, but by and large, the people who are successful in high school can be successful in the job market. But if you're not successful let's say you're like moderately successful in school, but based on the amount of energy you put into it, you should have a much lower level,
Okay, yeah.
right? So moderately successful is you're doing well in school. You're not trying that hard. You're not doing perfect. You're not doing the top of the class, but you're doing good. Okay? But let's say you should be getting 70-ish% on things, but you're actually getting 85 or 90. Okay? That's a skill in itself and can be applied to different things. And so the school is teaching you how to do things even if you don't fully succeed in the school curriculum. You're still learning. People are always learning no matter what circumstances they're in. And so school's not preparing you, but it's still teaching you in an indirect way to be successful. Like you learn how to cheat, you learn how to stop wasting a bunch of time, you learn how to get things done quickly and collaborate with other people and things like that. So that's what the cheating was to me. And maybe I would have taken a different route if I knew what I was doing. But again, like I said last week, I didn't know what I was doing. So how could I have done something on purpose if I didn't know?
Yeah. There are a lot of lessons to be learned from high school. Like, I can think of a lot of different ones that I did, as well as how to succeed in college. I mean, sure, there was a lot of stuff that it builds up, right? In courses that I took while getting my associates. I could see the connection. It wasn't a very clear connection, I don't think, which would be one of my complaints. And another one, I think, how they teach some of the classes is very like I liked English, right? I liked it because I liked reading, I liked books, and I like doing creative stuff, like creative writing. I love that stuff. Whenever that was involved, it went away later on in high school, which was upsetting. It was around there, maybe freshman year, just started to go away. Wasn't around anymore, which was upsetting. But I guess the reason why I would sometimes let's say Spark Notes, for example, right? I'd be down in my reading. And I'd rush to Spark Notes. I like to read, and maybe I'm interested in reading that book, but there's a time constraint, and I have other things that I need to do in other classes that are stressing me out. And then I'm rushed to read through this book, which is not fun. I want to take my time. I want to go back, maybe reread a portion and try and break it down for my own enjoyment rather than to satisfy some requirement that needs to be met by reading this book.
But
And that was really what dragged me down with some of these books, and that's why I spark notes it because, you know, I I wanted to get through it as quick as possible
yeah.
because when a time limit is coming up and I have like 3 days and I'm like I cannot go through all this stuff, and
Mhm.
I'm even disappointed because then it's like fast forwarding through a movie that maybe you wanted to watch. You wanted to sit down and watch it for a few hours, right?
Mhm.
But because you are on such a strong time constraint, you have to fast forward through a movie that you were looking forward to watching. That's what I think bothered me,
Yeah.
but I had to do it in my mind. You know?
And that's the it's simulating a work environment is what I'm saying, because there's are these uh time constraints, and there are things you have to deliver, and you people are going to grade your performance and all this. So I don't know what else there is on that, but dude, it's this it's this simulated thing, gets you up into this position. You can work for these people. There's nothing like this is how you're gonna be able to build a business. There's business classes, but that's to become a business student, right? And many business students end up going and working for somebody, um, and they can if you're a business student, it's more likely that you'll be able to work for yourself. But a lot of people that I know aren't running their own businesses that went to business school. So even in the event that it is training you to have your own business, work for yourself, uh, create like there's all sorts of art schools, and there's all sorts of things that can help you succeed in growing something yourself. But uh, the way it's set up and funded and lobbied for a specific education, um, it's to get you to work.
Yeah. It's it's weird because it even seems like it's difficult for a lot of these programs and things to adapt with the times because
Mm-hmm.
we're noticing um, there's a shift that's going on in the marketplace. Like a lot more people are working or trying to work for themselves due to the job market not having as much to offer.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have this huge need for people who are plumbers, electricians, stuff like that. Trade schools are growing in popularity,
Mm-hmm.
and then you have people who work in computer sciences, engineering. That's another one that are expanding, and then you see these like stuff in business and stuff in creative fields, kind of either stagnating or changing, and it seems like I don't know. It seems like the schools don't know how to adapt to this new thing because they have this thing where if you learn your math, you learn your science, you learn your all your different categories, you'll be all set and you'll find a job. But a
Mm-hmm.
lot of people they go to college, they get their degree in something, and when they leave, they find out they can't find the job that they wanted to have that high school and college was supposed to prepare them to get, and
Yeah.
so they end up working a job that they didn't think they were going to work. Sometimes jobs that people work without a college education to begin with,
Right.
which is kind of crazy. And so I don't see any changes happening in the system to prepare for that.
Yeah. And to that point, these people who thought they were gonna have a job, the what draws people to certain fields and certain many people, what draws them to certain fields is the type of work you're going to do, and then also the compensation and the amount of need in that area. So for the last decade, maybe there's a large push for people to go into STEM fields, right? Science, technology, engineering, and math. But I heard about this thing where there was an artificial um, amount, like these organizations that are running research institutions, and uh, they're hiring people from STEM fields. They didn't like how much they were paying these people, and so some way to drive down the price is to have more people, more supply of people. So they publicly said they talked about the scarcity of the supply of people, and it may have been low, but because of that, a bunch of people push into science, technology, engineering, math. There's there's probably some job growth, but a lot of the jobs the same amount. More people, less people have jobs. The people that do have jobs have lower amount of money because there's more people that could do the job, right? So there's that artificial inflation, and then something happened where international students pay even more money. So in University of Washington, if you're an in-state student, you pay like $14,000 or $15,000 a year. If you're out-of-state student, you pay like 48. But if you're an international student, you pay $80,000 a year.
Whoa,
Yeah,
80,000! I did not know that. It's crazy because yeah, other states do the same. I was looking at UCLA at one point, right?
yeah.
It was like it's like
Six.
40 something thousand
It's dude.
in tuition versus in state. I think was like 14 grand. It
Uh-huh.
was insane.
Yeah. So that's
The difference.
yeah, and so any student is the same for the university, right? Same classing, same housing, same everything. The cost is the same for the university, but now you're going to get international students, and you're going to make 4 to 5 times more money off of that person. And so there's an incentive to have out of state students. There's some people thinking that there's a lot of Chinese students that they're taking on, and there's this whole thing about infiltrating the United States from these exchange students. And kind of what I was talking about earlier is they brought up the supply of people in the STEM fields that drove down the price, but then they were also people who are going to university here in the United States don't have a green card or a visa. There's some separate thing for people that are doing that. And if they after they graduate, if they begin working at the university, they can extend that period and maybe then work for a visa. And so they've already driven down the price, and now they're outsourcing to these foreign students who are now working, and it's crazy. So just manipulating of the job market from people who have a lot of power. And I don't think I explained that actually right, but
I know what you mean.
a lot of those
I,
pieces
like,
are in there.
Yeah, I got the point. Like at least the point came across to me. I don't know if it came across to people at home, but came across to me. Like there's a large distortion of the job market, and a lot of people manipulating it. And there's also a lot of problems in the future that we'll experience. I mean, already it's weird because there's certain job fields that are shrinking, but they're also saying that in the future, we're not going to have enough, or we're not gonna have enough people to fulfill the jobs that we need done. But the thing is some of those jobs are going to be less desirable than other jobs. So it becomes this whole problem of, can we keep up with that job market, and how are we going to find people to do the jobs that nobody wants to do? And I guess there's automation, and there's going to be a lot of things that come into play, right? Like a lot of things are going to manipulate the job market in the future, but man, it's going to be a crazy ride. Or at least it feels like it's already a crazy ride, you know?
Yeah.
Water bottle fill.
This is what I think. So you know how there's like all these things on the internet that we can buy and things that are already made?
Yeah, yeah.
Like we want to go get some aluminum, we can find it, right?
Mhm.
So imagine we know how to make all this technology, right? Like right now there's like giant factories that like make Tesla cars, and there's specific tools and microchips and phones and stuff. If we wiped away all the technology and we were just people who had all the knowledge, how long would it take for us to be able to make a phone from no technology, no houses, literally just us in the forest? How long would it take?
And we know about the technology. We just don't know how to make it.
Yeah, we know about the technology.
Okay. I guess like I think what would happen is there'd be a group of people, and they'd know that they'd say basically, I've used a cell phone before, right? And then they'd probably say, I need to remake this, and I don't know how I'm going to remake it. All I know is that it's a cell phone. It allows me to communicate with somebody across the world. I need to make it, and there's probably somebody who knows more about it, right? Maybe someone who works on telephones in that group, and he'd say, I know this bit of information. And someone else would come in and would say, I know how to wire the thing up. I know how to make this communication. We need a satellite for this thing. So I
How are
think
they gonna? No, they have to make a satellite.
yeah, then they'd have to make a satellite. And then maybe
But
if
how are
you're
they gonna make
lucky,
that? And how are they gonna get rockets? And like these, the phones are made by robots. So it's like this process where the first thing you make is like you're gonna have to make an irrigation system out of wood. You're gonna have to be able to create sustainable farming. You're gonna have to do all this stuff just to build the infrastructure to even try to start doing on the phones.
I think that
Electricity. How are you gonna make a battery? Literally just out of wood and rocks.
in this scenario, though, I think
Jeez.
there'd be a group. It would be a group of random people, right, in society.
Mm-hmm.
So I think there'd be some people who would know about certain things more than others, right? Like they'd say, "I've worked on my house before. I know how this works." Somebody, if you're lucky, maybe you get a NASA scientist in there, and he's like, "I actually have seen people working on that satellite up there.
Mm-hmm.
I have an idea of how it works, how it functions." Then maybe you'd have a rocket scientist, or maybe you wouldn't, and that would suck. But then over time, I think people would learn more. They just have a base knowledge that they take with them, and they'd have to start over with that knowledge and
Yeah.
evolve again.
Sure,
But
that's
we'd
what I'm
be
saying. I'm talking about how long would it take for that evolution to happen? Because it costs billions of dollars to send out the rockets into space and have a satellite system and have and like for people to develop these technologies, dude. It's crazy.
It would
'Cause
take a long time. It really would. I think they'd probably start at the baseline of saying we got to get some electricity going right now.
Mm-hmm.
They'd probably start smelting. Luckily, we'd already have information about smelting down metals, so that's already a key step in the evolution, making fire.
What tools are you gonna use to find metals?
I guess you'd have to do it how they did it back then. You'd have to start with some pretty basic tools, some basic stone tools, some basic wood tools. You'd have to just start going down, and probably you'd have some people who know more than others about certain topics. So I think it would be an accelerated evolution because people would still remember the old technology, or in this case, old technology, but they'd know about it. So it would be faster evolution, but it would still take a long time because they'd have to get back to that point. You know?
Yeah, it'd probably take 10 or 20 years. Like basically
If
imagine
we're lucky, I mean, I don't know. maybe it
imagine
would.
like since 1909 or whenever the first car was made. Imagine it's been, 100 years, 110 years, and all the things that have happened. But like there's this huge spike, in like since 2005 whatever, the internet and all this shit. But that's based on all this infrastructure that was built in past technology that we're iterating off of, and the ability, like there was already factories, and there was already people that knew how to work in factories and distribution centers to get these phones out, and television networks to run ads on, just to get the phone to become popular and used widespread. Like there's a way that it could have played out where people just didn't adopt using cell phones.
That's true. I think it would be difficult because there would have to be a better solution to the cell phone. Like I think part of what made the cell phone so popular was its utility. It had so many different purposes and it made life easier. Humans, I think, have this this want to actually adapt to difficult situations or things that make life harder. So when
Yeah.
something comes along that makes life easier, it's really hard for us to turn a blind eye to it unless there's another solution that is just as convenient.
So like there's phones, but then like phones that access the internet and have a touch screen and all this stuff. I guess it's just like a smaller computer and there's utility, but all I'm saying is any product has different, in this book by Malcolm Gladwell, different levels of stickiness, right? And maybe the concept of a phone is really sticky, but there is a way that it played out depending on, like, you could see how these products roll out. You could see how the curve of adoption and not like human adoption, but adopting a product. Whoever adopts it first, are they famous? Like, how does it make its way into the market? There is a way that it could have been released in a really poor way that people never would have taken hold of it. Even if they actually got the product, it would have been a utility and they would have liked it. But just however it played out, it wouldn't have worked. And that happens with many products that we would have liked,
There could have been an option where I guess maybe if someone released a counter argument saying like they're spying on you through the phone, letter is the only safe way, and then everyone got scared and didn't buy it.
Well,
That
they didn't
could
have
been-
Safeway back then.
They didn't have Safeway, I guess.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess you could make a Safeway of your own.
Yeah. It'd be so hard, dude. I'm just saying, it'd be so hard to have the frozen food section in a grocery store and these McNuggets and then like all the logistics for shipping companies. And it's just like, there's so much shit that's sent all over the world. And like, how fast could we do it with nothing? How fast, like you could imagine somebody having a stick and a rock and then them making a phone out of it. Right?
It sounds like Minecraft. It sounds like a Minecraft.
Yeah, but at least in Minecraft, you have to have the right ingredients to build. It's just like, where are you getting these ingredients from? And like, you're making a camera out of a rock? Are you serious? You're going to put two cameras on here?
Yeah, sometimes 3. Now 3 is the new rage.
Well, there's
3
4 now.
cameras.
3 on the back, 3 on the back,
Damn.
1 on the front.
That's right. Yeah, 4 cameras. I don't know. I guess it's really complicated, and we've come so far to the point where we can make so many different new elements and forge them into materials that we want.
Yeah.
That we kind of have just this very large what do you call it? We have a large amount of infrastructure and production to allow us to have a large quantity of luxuries. And some countries don't even have that. I guess I should say countries that have reached a certain point have access to a lot of luxuries due to how much infrastructure and how much production they're able to get going. So it's super complex. I mean, it's nice though. Like, I mean, I'm definitely not complaining either. It has its problems too. Like I think every invention always creates a certain number of problems along.
Like,
with
what about the cup? What's wrong with the cup?
It created the plastic cup, and that can be a pollutant.
But a glass cup.
A glass cup. I can't think of anything really bad about a glass cup.
It can break and hurt you.
There you go. Yeah, it can break and hurt you, yeah.
What about I guess there's a problem with everything.
Yeah, you can find a problem
if you look at it that way.
Yeah.
There is a what about a Zen Garden?
Zen Garden. Is that a technology? I guess it kind of is. Like, humans had to create it, right? I guess a Zen Garden didn't exist before until someone came along and said.
Or just a regular garden, like someone made
garden.
it.
Yeah, I guess someone did make it. So that's kind of an invention then. What's the negative part about that? Maybe you have to destroy a bunch of trees in the process.
No,
and maybe
I think
a bunch
like
of animals.
you might get stung by
get
stung by a bee, maybe.
Yeah. But what if you do? Maybe you have to clear out a little portion of forest, and there's this little chipmunk that's like, my home, and you just like...
And you killed the only speaking... who has a speaking? The only chipmunk ever to speak, you kill him right away.
Like maybe this person just, he loved gardens. He's like, I'm garden. I like to garden. And whenever he sees chipmunks that talk, he's just like, ugh, and he kills them. So maybe that's a downside. Inadvertently... It's not a negative when everyone makes a garden, but when this guy makes a garden, and because the garden was invented, and this guy makes so many gardens, he slaughters a ton of animals.
Yeah, that's brutal.
And it's only bad because this guy exists. That's still a negative, technically, for the garden. Even though the garden is good, like it has good qualities. Like this guy just made a negative out of the garden.
At least it's not an Olive Garden.
Olive Garden doesn't have the greatest food.
Yo,
I
those
can't believe they
stickies
even.
though.
They have what?
The stickies.
The stickies. It does stick.
Unlimited bread sticks. Okay,
Unlimited bread.
let's see what we got on here.
All right, we're gonna do some beats.
Yeah, we'll try to do a few beats and then let's just do that.
Alrighty.
Dum-ch, dum-ch.
While you searching for that too, 1 second. I wanna say something here. I was talking about this inside, and I wanna have a little talk to Coastal Berry.
It's called Coastal Berry though. Just keep that in mind.
It is Coastal Berry. It's like such a very strange name. You have a really good trail mix, but I just wish there was some more nuts in here. Like, this is like Berry Central, and I know you call yourself Coastal Berry, but you advertise an equal amount of nuts on the front with the yogurt chips and the blueberries and the cranberries, and I would just like a more equal balance. That being said, please sponsor us. This is a delicious mix, and I do mean that, but please, can you balance out the berries and the nuts a bit?
Yeah, he wants more nuts.
I do. And
One
not in
of
that
them.
way either, but I want an equal amount of nuts and berries. All right,
What
some
is
yogurt chips in there.
It isn't. And it isn't.
It isn't, is it?
It isn't.
It isn't.
You do want them, but you don't.
I guess yes. I don't want them in a certain way, but nuts like I'm talking cashews. I'm
Yeah.
talking almonds.
Yeah.
I'm talking maybe throw some, I don't know, some walnuts in there.
Yeah, and I met this guy named Almondo.
Almondo.
Yeah,
I like that name.
that's pretty cool.
Almondo. Are you playing it on your phone or am I?
No, no. I'm sending it to you.
Okay. Let's see.
And this is a song. This is a beat for a song that where Hidden Tricycle is gonna put out.
Ooh. All right. Let's see. Okay, I see you sent it to me. Is this already
No, it's not. It's not hooked up yet.
Alright.
Test that out.
Okay. Here we go. Hearing a little bit of static.
Is it playing?
I think it is. Yeah, it's playing.
Yo,
What's up?
watch out for Captain America.
The movie.
Are you telling him to watch it?
I'm telling them to not watch the movie. Boycott it. I'm just kidding.
It's a man caught.
Man caught and Captain.
Yeah.
A manica.
Man caught Teo.
Chop it in tomato sauce.
Hey,
Chop it
What
in
you
tomato
doing?
sauce.
hey,
Chop it
Where
in
you
tomato
going?
sauce.
hey.
Chop it
What
in
you
tomato
doing?
sauce.
Hey,
Rotten tomatoes.
bitch.
Rotten tomatoes.
I heard you were a
Chop it in
bitch.
tomato sauce.
Are you really a bitch?
Tomato.
I heard you were a bitch.
Tomato.
Are you a bitch? Bitch. Hey, bitch, get lost. Hey, bitch, get your talent sauced. Hey, bitch, your salad tossed. I don't know, get lost.
Tomato.
Get lost and
Be careful that tomato man. The tomato man. Rotten tomato is coming for your
Hey,
head.
bitch, I caught you on Veggie Tales, but you don't have a tail at all. Can't tell what you got, what do you not? Are you a ball of lettuce or a head? I can't tell, I'm gonna shoot you dead. Like a chipmunk, like a chipmunk, like a chipmunk, like a chipmunk.
Be careful of your diet. Veggie man. Veggie man. Veggie man. Veggie
a veggie.
You got Veggie Man. Veggie Man.
He's a vegetable, and he's getting tall, and he ate his friend, but he didn't like him, so he spit him out, but he was already dead.
You're nothing but a little carrot.
I don't care at all. I don't care at all. Care at all. He's a carrot. Do you get the joke? And the beat's gonna come in soon.
I was expecting a better build up when I said a carrot man. I was expecting the sin.
Carrot.
Where's the sin?
You were all alone and caught it in his pocket. He nutted, he loved it, he got it in his pocket. You see it, you want it. I thought you weren't naughty, but you're wearing lingerie. And you said, hey, good day, sir. Can you not rip off my lingerie? Because it's really nice and it makes my boobs look good. So don't do it.
Be a bad tomato man.
Bad tomato man.
You're a bad tomato man.
Searching for tomatoes and graters. Oh, my name's not Mater. You're dead. You're dead.
Drive a truck in tomato man.
Watch out for the hook. Watch out for the Greater Lake is on top of a mountain. Wiener, 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 pumpkin eater, don't you sit on me. Come and get it, Cymbalings. They say you get it every week. It's week to week, week to week. Don't eat wheat, wheat's the week. I get wheat every day of the week. Don't wheat on the wheat, cause you gotta fucking kill him, bitch.
Potatoes. Oh wait, that's still. Oh no, that was the end. Okay.
That was
Thought it was still going.
We can do like a few minutes of this.
Okay.
This is a 6-minute song.
Oh damn, that is long.
Diddle-a-doo, diddle-a-doo, diddle-a-doo.
How are we gonna know when to cut out is the question.
When we want to, and I just turn it down.
All right.
I swear the real song was better than that.
The real song?
Yeah.
Well,
Of
probably 'cause
the
you got
freestyle one we just did.
You probably got like, lyrics over it and stuff too, so and mixing and all the different stuff, so.
Mixing.
Whoa.
I got you. Diddle-a-doo. This is more of like a. Diddle-a-doo, 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 diddle-a-doo. Hey, welcome to the maniac. Welcome to he is a brainiac. He said his friend was really smart, but he couldn't read a book, but he was really smart. Can you tell me what you really think? Can you tell me what you really mean? Can you tell me, are you really mean? Why are you saying this to me? I don't want to be friends with somebody if they're really mean to me. So why don't let them lean on me like I'm from history?
The
Bill-
haters. The
Bill?
haters in the building.
Bill Withers. He
The
let you
hater
lean
in the
on me, but he was a hater. He said, see you later. I don't hate on anybody that wears jeans, but I don't trust them. Okay.
He's a heater or a hater? Does he heat or does he spit a lot of hate? If he's in the building and he's sitting on a hate, are you gonna see or hesitate?
2 minutes late, 2 minutes late. Do you see what you wait on your dinner plate? I don't know. Did you see that over there on the dinner plate? Okay, don't you sit down if you don't want to stay for a while. Stay for a life, stay for your mom, stay for a guy that you only know for 2 weeks.
How much fruit is in this mix? I don't want fruit in my mix. I'm looking for a little bit of nuts in my mix. And sometimes if you put a little bit too much, I'm gonna get mad. I'm gonna get a little bit sad.
Get
I'm gonna
mad.
tell you, sit on my lap.
Hey, sit up.
And give me some more fruit, not as many nuts.
Less fruit for me, not you. Don't put it on the belt for the factory workers, cause they're gonna get mad at you, cause they said I don't like mixing nuts with the fruit, so I don't wanna do that. Do I do? Okay, my name is Cheryl and I wear a hairnet all days, so I don't have nice hair, but I have a nice boobs, and I have a lot of other things that I could show you in my crib. I mean my house. I thought I was cool and hip, but I'm not. Here, look at my blouse.
Do you wear a bib? Maybe you have some food? Cutting up nuts, doing some shroom?
Shop, buy,
Chop.
eat, consume,
Chop.
eat, consume,
Chop.
eat, consume,
Chop.
eat,
Chop, chop,
do what you
chop,
said, do
chop,
what you're
chop.
told, do what you eat, do what you eat, do what you do, do what you eat. Eat. Rice. Yeah. Eat. Rice. Eat. And here we go. Eat. Yeah. Chicken tender Sadie was your friend, but you don't remember.
Chicken nugget.
Right before you said this, you don't know me, no.
Chicken nuggets.
Nuggies. Hey, there. I didn't mean nugs of weed, but they said, okay, pass it around to me. Oh, I don't want that anymore, but now you're choking me fast. Okay, now you gotta relax. Okay, now you gotta go fast and jump off a cliff or jump off a bridge, just so people will have your kids or be your friend. I don't even know, let's not pretend that we knew what you said
Not
before.
suicide. Don't jump off the cliff and that would be suicide. Not
Suicide.
Don't do it, man. Don't do it, man. Don't do it, man. Don't do it, man.
You got twins, you got two inside. Don't you have that suicide? Don't you get that raw plate of all that shit? I'm now irate because it's a buffet, and now said body said that you're not okay.
I.
Rice. Get your own device.
I.
Supervise. Yeah, supervise. Two inside. Nobody wants you with a suicide. Nobody wants you with the cyanide. 2 fries on the east side. 2 fries with the east guy. Who's this? Who's that? I don't know. You gotta feel back. Get on with the fuel band. Okay, you said with the fuel man. Nobody wants none of this cause the cool man. Oh, eat that rice. Eat that food. Don't do what you thought. Just do what you do cause I told you. Don't do what you told me. Okay. Oh, murder, akimbo, drugs. Oh, yeah, feeling good. Yeah, bow to your face. Bow, and now you're a disgrace to your family, and now you are dead. So what you gonna do now, Fred, you're dead. Fred, you're a guy. Fred, you ate these fries. Fred, you know. Fred, you see. Fred. Oh, you know me, Fred, and the Fredly. Oh yeah, eating up new in a medley.
Dead.
Oh say, oh no, oh say you knew what you said, but you don't, but you do, but you don't, but you will, but you said okay, but I won't. But he said he really let in off in the passenger seat of the back ride.
He's dead. Fred's dead. He's dead today. He went shopping at Fred Meyer and he said it was okay. So now he's going down and he's got a little plan.
Yeah.
Is he Stan?
What's
Is
his
he
plan?
man?
Where's he
I
going?
don't really know his plan.
Suck. That's what they say to a baby, but it's weird if you say it to an adult. Okay, I'm not trying to get irate on you, but I'm just chuck the nuts off a bridge. See if the fish want them. If the bridge is above a water source, I don't know. But looking at this, of course, I said okay. You say look at this, of course, but I don't know what you want. You want a divorce, okay? But it's normal if you have a tortoise, but it's not normal if you have a divorce. But it actually is 50%, but more like 60% if you think about the people that are just like you. Heaven sent, okay, let's get
cashew butter.
Heaven sent, looking for another 2 cents. Nobody said this don't make sense. Hey, bitch,
juice.
What's up, bitch? Oh, you a bitch?
Juice.
Who said you was a bitch? Don't call me
juice.
bitch. You're the real bitch.
Fruit juice.
Don't call me that bitch.
Cranberry
You're a
fruit
bitch.
juice.
Hey.
Whoa.
Stop.
Whoa.
Look, listen.
Whoa.
Hey.
Whoa.
Stop
Whoa.
being a bitch. Stop being a bitch.
Whoa.
Looking off the beach and you see a new land. Nobody knows, but you've been living in the sand. You're a sand flea. You're really small and itchy. I don't want you here anymore. Run. Your name is Run Jeremy. Run DMC. Run on top of all of the sea. You're Jesus.
Jesus Christ, he's gonna fight, But what is he gonna do if someone says, "Oh Christ"?
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
Yeah. What do you do if Jesus Christ says, "Oh Christ"?
Christception.
Know what I do?
Christception, dude.
Christception.
I guess we did all 6 minutes.
We did. It's pretty long, but it goes by quick.
It does. I saw it after about 4 minutes, and I thought,
Might as well keep going.
and I was like, I thought about it for a second, and then I was like too busy talking about killing yourself.
Nah. Some nut butter. You know that box that says heater down there?
Yeah.
That actually inspired me. Like, I thought it said hater. For some reason, I registered it as hater, so I started talking about haters. And then I saw heater, and I was like, oh, it's actually, is he a heater? Is he a hater? And I just threw that in there because I just saw the box.
Dude, that's very that happens.
It does. It does.
Oh, do you remember this beat? It's not loaded yet, but it's like we did that one song in the studio.
Ah, I do remember that. Yeah, we had what was it? Was it
Top it now.
topping up? Yeah, I've been something up,
Let's
something up.
let's see if we can find that. Top it up. Wait, it was called Zop It Now.
Oh, I think it was, yeah, Zop It Now. I've been zopping up.
Yeah, let's
I
play
think
that.
yeah.
And then we'll probably just finish on this.
Okay, are we gonna we're gonna freestyle to it.
No, we're just gonna play it.
Oh, we're just gonna play it and listen to it. Okay,
Yeah.
kind of react to it. Okay.
Zop it now, zop it, timing up, timing up. Yeet.
No. 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 Up and down, zopping, timing up and down, zopping, zopping, up and down, zopping, timing up and timing up. Up and down, zopping, timing up and down, zopping, zopping, up and down, zopping, timing up and timing up. Super fast, super fine.
I don't like the auto-tune on this, but it's a good beat.
I like the Zop It Now.
Yeah,
I'm liking
too.
that Zop It.
Yep, cool.
Inside of me, every time I seem to see the light inside
Side.
of me. Up and down, zopping, timing up and down, zopping, zopping, up and down, zopping,
Timing up, timing up.
up and down, zopping, timing up and down, zopping, zopping,
Oh no,
up and down.
I can't stop it.
Oh shit.
Why find out you're gone now? Why no find out now? You're gone now. Why no find out now? You're gone now, gone now. Why don't you right now? Gone now. Start time 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Driving down.
Yeah, counting up sticks.
Up and down, zopping, timing up and down, zopping, zopping, up and down, zopping, timing up and timing up and down, zopping, timing up and down, zopping, zopping, up and down, zopping, timing up and timing up and down, zopping, timing up and down, zopping, right now, zopping,
Timing up.
Couldn't help myself. I had to
Yeah,
get up. I was dealing with a small space. I was worried about the wires, but
yeah.
I had to.
You made it work. Yeah, that was cool.
That was.
That was better than I remember.
That really was. Yeah, that was good. That was great.
Yeah, except for the first verse part, and maybe the outro was weird. But aside from that, Zop It Nows were cool, and then the breakdown section coming back into Zop It's.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I love that little when we cut the audio so it made that dun. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was cool. I like that.
Coming back in hard. Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks for Okay, but we have to do the new segment really quick.
Oh, the new segment?
Yeah.
Is this the new segment?
No,
Should we end the...
that's an old segment, but just this is a new segment.
This is a new segment.
Okay.
Okay, whoa. Oh, man. New segment.
Okay, so I'm gonna put this mask on and say something, and then you're gonna tell me what you think I said.
Okay, underneath the mask.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm ready.
That's what the segment's called.
Okay.
Okay, ready?
Mhm.
Judiciary.
I'm seeing,
And then say the definition of the word.
Okay. Let's see. What do I see you saying? That was really hard. Can you say that
really?
one more time? Yeah.
Judiciary.
I'm trying to read your lips here.
No, you can't do that.
I can't read your lips.
Wait.
I'm not allowed.
Well, you can't see them. You're just supposed to say whatever you hear, and then try to say the definition for it.
Okay. I was gonna do a bit within the bit where I pretend like I can't actually hear you and I'm trying to pretend like I know what you're saying through the mask.
Oh,
But
sorry, I ruined it.
judiciary. Okay, judiciary.
What's a judiciary?
Judiciary.
Yeah.
I believe that's. Oh man, I don't know why I'm blanking on that word. I've heard it so many times. I believe it's like a It's like a. What do you call it? Like a council of sorts, a judiciary.
I don't actually know. I think it's as or pertaining to something that's judicial in terms of court.
The law, yeah.
Yeah.
Judiciary, but judicial is different, right? Judicial
Yeah.
that
maybe
that
what I
pertains
said
to
is
the
not.
law.
What I said might have not even been a real word. Let's try another one.
I've heard of judiciary though.
'Kay.
I think I've heard of it.
So the segment is kind of rapid fire. So
Okay,
check this out.
We'll move on.
Corn.
Corn is in it's the yellow grain that you eat.
Okay.
People put butter on it. It grows in the ground. People feed animals corn.
Okay,
They like their corn.
Bach.
Bach. Bach can be the sound of what a chicken makes.
Okay.
It sounds like this.
Okay, let's do
Caw.
the word and then one
That's a crow.
sentence.
Okay.
Shard.
A shard.
Meh. Shard.
A shard.
Meh. Shard.
Glass.
No.
Piece.
Shard.
Chard. Oh. Chard.
Yeah.
Burnt. Burnt.
Burnt.
Burnt. Burnt. Burnt. Cooked. Charcoal.
What was the last one?
Charcoal.
No. You get one more guess.
Burnt.
It's a type of vegetable.
Chard.
It's called a chard, yeah.
A chard.
Chard, yeah.
I thought you said chard. It's chard.
C-H-A-R-D.
Like this is a charred food.
Yeah, C-H-A-R-D.
Oh, so it's with a D, a chard.
Mm-hmm.
A chord.
Nope, it's chard.
Chord.
Okay, what about this? Pumpernickel.
Pumpernickel. Pumpernickel bread.
Copious.
Lots. You got a lot of that. You have a lot of pumpernickel
Billy Ray
bread.
Cyrus.
Hey everybody, my name is Billy Ray Cyrus, and Miley is my daughter.
Okay,
Hey,
that was pretty good.
I used to go to
One sentence.
Sing songs. This is one sentence. We talk long sentences.
Porcupine.
Spiky.
Cheers.
Spiky animal.
Shears.
Shears. You're just chopping. Cut.
Cheers.
Chop.
Eh.
Shears.
Cheers.
Shears.
Cheers.
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 Celebration. Ding, ding, ding.
Yep, correct. Okay, one last one.
Or the show. Cheers.
Yeah, with Ted Danson.
Yeah. Well, everybody knows your name.
I don't know the show at all, but I know Ted Danson from A Good Place, and he's also a guest star on Curb Your Enthusiasm, where he dates Larry David's ex-wife. So, how about this last one? Shoot. Nope. Meh.
Shoot.
Shoot. Nope.
Shoot. Shoot.
Yeah, shoot. Shoot.
Shoot. Shoot. Shroot.
Shoot.
Shoot.
Yeah.
Shoot. Shoot. Root. A little shoot. Shoot off root. Shoot.
And offshoot.
Offshoot. Yes. Shoot. So, just to reiterate.
Like there's a game called Shoots and Ladders.
Ah.
It's not that. It's not that.
Oh. I thought you were talking about that.
That's kind of an offshoot. That's kind of what a shoot is in that game.
Yeah.
So it's not shoot. It's not shoot. It's not a shoot. And it's not
And it's not
shoot.
shoot. Shoot.
Shoot.
Shoot.
Shoot.
Shoot.
It's not parachute.
Shoot. Shoot.
Is that like to launch?
Yeah, you're being it's shooting you.
No.
Shooting you
No.
out into space.
No, sorry.
Shoot.
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 I thought of another one it could be.
Oh, what's a shoot? Shoot. It's not a shoot. It's not a shoot. It's not
Shoot.
a shoot. Oh, shoot. It's not a shoot shoot. It's not a shoot of it.
And you
Shoots a
can
ladder
shoot, you can shoot a film and it's not that either.
It's not that either. It's not a shoot of film.
No.
About
There's a type of plant. There's like bamboo shoots.
that's what I was talking about before when I meant like the root. Like, it's offshoot. It's like a root is shoot. An off shoot.
What's an offroot?
An offroot?
Yeah.
It's an offshoot of a root. not well, and I don't think that word exists. That's not an actual word.
No,
But,
I get what you're saying now, but I thought you meant like, you know what an offshoot is, right?
yeah.
That has nothing to do with plants. That's like something.
No, yeah, that's common. Like
Maybe
it's
that's
like,
the original meaning of it. But an offshoot is not like the actual plant. Like an offshoot is like there's the main vein of something, there's the main stalk, and then there's an offshoot is like a different arm of it.
That's what I meant by like offshoot of a root. Like the shoot, that kind of shoot.
Okay.
Offshoot of a root.
If you said offshoot of a stem or a trunk, I would have accepted that. But
It's my root, my roots.
Yeah.
Damn those roots.
I stick to my roots. I'm like Jimmy Fallon.
I don't want to be like Jimmy Fallon.
But you know that saying from Kanye? He said, I stuck to my roots. I'm like Jimmy Fallon. Because Jimmy Fallon had a late night show, and then he took over the Tonight Show. And the Roots were his band at the late night show, and the Roots stuck with him when the transfer.
He stuck with his roots.
Uh-huh. He also said, I like your titties because they prove I could focus on two things at once.
I like that one better.
Yeah.
I like that one better. Just anything with Jimmy Fallon just sometimes bumps me.
Yeah,
out. I don't know.
He also said, someone just took advantage. You left the fridge open, and somebody took a sandwich.
I like that one too. That's another good one. I like that one. Though I'd say that
That's a waste of energy.
I guess so. So the way that I'd rank it, I'd say the boobs one. That's up there.
Uh-huh.
Leaving the fridge open, sandwich. Second, Jimmy Fallon.
Uh-huh. You got some stuff going on with Jimmy. All right.
I don't know. I
See-
think he's up to something.
See you guys.
He's doing stuff.
Yep.
Yep.
Thank you.
Come on? Can we get? Hey, come on, guys. Hey, come on. Thank you. There. That's what I'm talking about, man.
Yeah.
Sometimes they try to skimp out on us.
Uh-huh.
Can you believe that?
George.
God.
Still somebody go there.
Yeah, it doesn't like him. Boo!
Say, but someone's.
Boo!
You could still hear someone.
Oh, someone. Oh,
You can hear someone, right?
I can hear someone. Yeah, I don't think people like him though. Like, you suck, George. You suck. Oh damn, they
Yes.
really hate him. They don't.
That's crazy.
There's a lot of people that don't like him.
Russia.
Go back to wherever you came from.
Oop! Somebody just did it. I couldn't tell.
Oh
who
man,
did.
yeah, I didn't know
couldn't
who
tell
did that. Yeah. Ah! Oh man, it's just.
They're cheering for someone that's screaming.
Oh, they are. Yeah.
Okay, Pope.
Happy about that. Oh man, wow, Silver Pope.
There we go. Let's
Silver
go,
Pope.
dude.
Yeah, people like Silver Pope.
All right. We'll see you later.
Goodbye, guys. Goodbye.